Floor demo has been taking all day, but it rightfully should for 100 years worth of use. So this room, which used to be the mudroom pantry, it was a pantry up in this area. This was 2 inches thick. The floor was raised from the original flooring 2 inches high. There was this 3/4 and then another 2 things of tile and then another 1/4 inch pieces of plywood. Now we're down to our 1x6 subfloor original, so everything can flow. This won't through this door, but it will through here. It'll flow nice and flat. If we do tile in the bathroom, it'll be flat, not much of a transition coming from this little office/bedroom to the bathroom. And then over there into our pantry and kitchen, everything's going to be level for once. This happens all the time. The floors are always just built up on. They don't want to take out the subfloor they put in 40 years ago, and it's understandable because it takes a lot of time and a lot of frustration. Gotta hook the fan back up. Oh, basically I'm just making it so we can get any of the wood dust and stuff that's being created out of here. This is kind of like an air scrubber, but not. This is just taking a good amount of air and taking it out and recycling it from the rest of the house and putting it outside. So any of this sawdust, dust that's hanging out in the kitchen, we get it outside and out. We have other things that we use, air scrubbers that are a big thing with 2 different filters. Just not using that right now. This is kind of a makeshift deal. We're putting this just like this and filtering the air we put out back outside. But let's see, do I have it on? Yep, I have it on the right way. See? It traps all the dust that would otherwise be going outside, and we trap it on there, throw that away, and then just recycle that, keep doing the same thing over and over. As you can see, this flooring is quite the enemy to your knees and your back. I can't count the times I've done this in the last 20 years. I'm really glad that I don't have to do this time. Okay, this is crazy. It's just 2 days demo. This is all flooring that we see here. This is like 2 to 3, actually 3 or 4 levels of flooring. There's 2 stick-on tiles, 1/4 inch plywood, 3/4 plywood, and then like other places they built up. But this is all of it. This is all for now. We do have one little area to demo next, but that's gonna be on top of this and we won't go crazy with it. Today was demo day in the 100-year-old house. It was mainly the kitchen floor, the old butler's pantry. I guess it was both the butler's pantries because there were 2 butler's pantries here. One was just used in a weird way. We're down to our super good subfloor, 1x6s diagonally, which is just so commonplace. I see it in my sleep anymore. We're gonna have to get these nails up, but we got it down so we can be level with the rooms that we're gonna be having tile come to. So we won't have like huge speed bumps coming into the doorways. Kitchen was all taken out too, so we can get down and dirty and see what we have to do underneath here, because there is a crawl space of about this underneath the whole house, but this will help so we can cut some pieces out so the plumbers and electricians won't kill us. They say, yeah, thanks for letting us have this area to go in. There's the rest that we have to do. Here's what we have, look at that. This house has been so cobbled over the years. You know, a lot of it hasn't been, but that's 3/4 ply. Here's the old tongue and groove flooring. Then we have the 1/4 inch, and I think another 1/2 inch on top of this with 2 stick-on tiles. Weird that they use stick-on tiles, but it was in the 80s, I think, late 90s, early 90s, something like that. Anyway, this was a different room, so all the rooms had different varying heights. We wanted to get back to something that was normal. We could have the height of everything the same and kind of just get back to square one with it. I think we did. So they'll be back in the morning to take this out. One thing that did happen when we first got the house, the electrical inspection, all the 4-point inspection that happened as we were buying it, electrical came back and they said, "Your thumbs up, you're great. Well, let me show you something, come here." Thumbs up great meant to us that we had a great electrical system, everything was good. What it meant to the inspector was the box had been upgraded, and in our heads we were like, okay, great, it's all been upgraded, we don't have to worry about that stuff right up there. Knob and tube. As you can see, it's there, but when you come over to the box, you can really see that this side of the box, no problem. It was updated. We didn't have this wall out. This is all cloth covered rubber wire, which is knob and tube, and it goes up and all through the house. Lucky us, we have a knob and tube house that's like 50% knob and tube, so that's all gonna have to go. We thought it was a saving grace when we got our inspection. Please, if you're ever going through that, ask somebody for a different opinion, because this is what you might get, half of the stuff undone. Another caveat, you guys might see a bunch of these walls we've taken down and you're like, oh my God, why would they do that? Well, we have to, instead of like taking like bits and pieces of the wall out to get to the knob and tube, we're just gonna take it all out. That's why we took as many walls down as we did, or like you see the lath down and plaster down. And while we have them down, you know what? We're gonna run the wire the way it needs to be, and then also the big plus is insulate, insulate, insulate. So maybe this is just a good example that every day is not glorious, but you do march on and get things done that have to get done. This happens to take a whole 2 days, and it was very laborious to get taken care of, but we made great progress. Can't wait to see where we're gonna end up with this, and you're gonna be there too. See you on the next video.